grief and pain and anger. And so I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I'm a daughter of two immigrant parents who fled Iran as political refugees right during the revolution and who have not gone back since. And it is hard to think about the devastating reality of living potentially in exile and dreaming abroad, thinking about your homeland and not being able to actually do anything on ground because you don't live with the same privilege as you can have here. So that's why I'm here, because I have to some degree of privilege to be doing what I would otherwise not be able to be doing in Iran, talking to you and speaking and advocating. And that's so much more than just marching and protesting and chanting. It's actually putting your life and your identity on the line and exposing yourself in the most vulnerable way possible to show somebody, hey, I'm just as human as you. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a suicide bomber. I don't have a nuclear weapons artillery in my backpack. I'm just an everyday, ordinary person who lives in very dire fear that my people might die from the bombs that are manufactured in this land. The bombs that are sent to Israel, sent to Saudi. Those bombs that actually, before they're even dropped, still tear my everyday being apart. Because I live in insanity of the unknown. Now here's what's happening. In 1953, we overthrew Iran's democratically elected leader, Mossadegh, who my grandpa likes to call the Bernie Sanders of Iran, all because he wanted to nationalize our oil and basically say fuck you to the white people. But you know what? That didn't fly. So we ended up overthrowing him, causing a catastrophe that has now led to an autocratic dictatorship, and hence why I haven't even gone back to see my homeland. And the saddest thing is that that kind of demonization continued to the hostage crisis, continued to 9/11, continues now when my sister goes to school and is called a terrorist and a dirty Muslim and somebody that should just go fuck herself, to when I can't even sit in my class without having people look at me and think that I'm for some reason a foreign ambassador equipped enough with the knowledge to advocate for an entire peoples of 8 million abroad when I'm just an everyday teenage kid. This is the kind of baggage and emotional labor that's put on the backs of children of immigrants, of children of refugees, of people that live in an eternal state of war, no matter whether you're in the Middle East or right here in San Francisco. There is no peace when we have Zionism. There is no peace when militarism exists. There is no peace when we have policemen right across the street telling us where to walk. There's no peace when colonialism is embedded in my DNA from the white people that raped and enslaved and killed and think they can speak for me. They think they know what's best for me. They think they know who to kill because apparently that's liberation. Because apparently, if I dress a certain way, if I talk a certain way, if I learn to forget my native tongue, if I learn to secularize or be Western, that's apparently liberation. And no, that's not what the fuck it is. No. Anyway, before I end, I wanted to tell you guys it's really important to show up to different organizations, including NIAC, because we're organizing Iranian Americans at the grassroots level to advocate for our civil rights right now. And if you want to stop war with Iran, and if you want to stop war with Iran, you need to show up. Please, we need people. We need people donating. We need people volunteering. We need people on the grassroots level. Because without you, the revolution does not exist. It is a myth. And it is not enough to just show up and talk nice words. That doesn't save me or my people.